So from time to time, I always come across NASCAR diecasts that I just can't pass up the opportunity to buy them, whether it's rarity, whether it's the price that I'm getting them at versus what they're valued at, or whether it's just a condition in general. I mean, there are several reasons that go into why you buy diecasts. Everybody has their own collection reasons, but for me, I've kind of moved into now collecting a lot of older NASCAR history. I've got a lot of the 80s, 90s, 2000s. I've got the newer stuff, and I always will have the chance to keep buying that. But some of the stuff when you find, not to spoil the cars that I got in this video, but some of the times when you find the stuff I got, you just have to jump on it, especially for the price that I got them at. I got everything for $4 a piece, so let's dive into the video and comment down below which ones are your favorite as we kind of move through this video. I'd love to hear your guys' thoughts on them, so I'm really excited to show them off, and I hope you're excited to kind of look at them and let me know your opinions on them. So first up, we have a 1983 Darrell Waltrip Pepsi Challenger Monte Carlo made by Johnny Lightning, and just to see this paint scheme, I remember when Jeff Gordon ran the throwback. I've never gotten that die cast. It's extremely expensive. It's extremely rare, but I'll settle for this one because I just love looking at it and the quality of a Johnny Lightning car. For $4, it's like when you go to the store today and you look at the NASCAR Authentics and they can't hold to the quality of what these cars are. I mean, really, this is a peak of a die cast, especially for like back then. This wasn't made in 1983. The car is a 1983. I believe this was manufactured in the 90s, but still, just a spectacular process in making this. Great quality, and of course a great paint scheme, and an even cooler driver in Darrell Waltrip, so had to get it. Next up, we have a Donnie Allison 1971. I believe this is the Mercury Cyclone. I hope it is, because I'm not looking at the front of it, and it doesn't have it on the back. It does have a list of all the cars that you collect in this wave, so to say, but yes, this is the Mercury. And again, just an iconic paint scheme, the 21 with the gold, the red and white. Again, $4, you can't beat it. Now here's a car, when I saw it, my eyes went right to it. Like I locked in on this paint scheme because I immediately thought of the Cars movie when they had the character of Mario Andretti in it. And this car is just another iconic paint scheme that you just can't pass up the opportunity to get it. This one to me is probably one of my favorites, so let me know down in the comments. And the final Johnny Lightning we have here is a 1984 Rusty Wallace Gatorade Pontiac Grand Prix. I believe it's the Grand Prix. It is. And the guy actually had more of the cars that were in this list here. I don't know if you guys can see it. Maybe I'll blow it up so you guys can actually read it. But I might go back. I might just buy the rest of them. I might just say whatever and buy the rest of them. I didn't want to spend a ton of money. But again, $4 a car. I'm kind of thinking in my head right now, I was an idiot not to buy the rest. So hopefully next week he still has them. But, you know, just another great car. And let's kind of dive into some other cars that are actually even older than the diecast that I just showed. And one of the first ones up we have is a Cale Yarborough. This, I mean, again, just finding these cars, it wasn't manufactured in the year that this diecast is from. And if you know the exact year, I don't think it says it on there. It does not. If we'll make this kind of a quiz. If you know the exact year that this car was run, comment down below, and as I go through each car, we can kind of look at them. But again, finding these cars, I believe this is 1993 it was manufactured. 1991. This car was manufactured in 1991, but the car is obviously a lot older than that, and it is just such a fun and awesome piece to have to any collection, so that's why I had to jump on it and get it. And the rest of the cars throughout this video are similar to this. Next up, we have a Fireball Roberts, and once again, it's the convertible, it's the iconic Fireball Roberts car, and just having the opportunity to get these old cars at the condition that they're in and the price that they're in. That's the next part of my collection when I build this, is trying to get cars that are maybe, you know, people had to really keep them in good condition and to really cherish them to find them like I'm finding them in this video. So that's kind of the cars that I'm looking for now. Like I could probably find, you know, this car, it'll be chipped or it won't be in the original packaging. And that's not what I want. I want it in the original, and that's why it's so exciting as we continue through this video to keep looking at them. Like it's so cool to find them in the condition I did. Next up, we have a Tiny Lund diecast, and you know, I hate to keep just talking about conditions and, you know, the how old the cars are, but if you guys, I'll just show it off, and as we keep moving forward, I'll kind of just do that for the rest of the video. But another awesome car to have. Tiny Lund, obviously a name that's synonymous with NASCAR. And then up we have Buck Baker, and this is a really cool car. The 47 and the red and black really makes this car kind of stand out, and it's one of my favorite cars in this style of diecast. Here we have one of the more iconic names in NASCAR history. This is Ned Jarrett, and again, just awesome to get this style of diecast with the driver, and really is just a cool car. And then finally, I didn't see this diecast at first, and then thankfully when I went back and dug through the cars again, I saw it, and this is a Junior Johnson, number 27. Love the paint scheme of it, just love that I'm able to get the big names in NASCAR history, the guys that were the pioneers of our sport, and it's just really cool to just get all these cars. And this one at least says what year it was, 1962, and I'm sure the rest of them did too, but I wasn't looking at them, and I don't want to guess the wrong year, so that's why I just didn't say them, because I get clowned in the comments. But there is one more, and this one, let me know who the driver was at the time, because I looked up some stuff and I saw a bunch of different drivers for it, but this car right here is pretty cool, and that is the fabulous Hudson Hornet, the number 6. I know it ran at number 92 and it ran at a different number. And no, this is not Doc Hudson. I mean, it is Doc Hudson, but you know what I mean. I forget what the driver's name is. There were a handful that ran the fabulous Hudson Hornet, but just a cool car to have. And it's not in the original packaging, but it still has minor paint chips. And that's the reason why I bought it, because again, you just don't find the opportunity to get these cars every day, especially how I got them. And for $4 a piece, I wonder what the grand total will be with the value of everything versus what I spent. I'll display that total right now, but comment down below which ones are your favorite. I hope you enjoyed this video. As we kind of move forward with these style videos, I'll kind of break them down more in depth. Let me know which cars were your favorite, and I will see you in the next video. Thank you for watching.